Welcome in everyone to another deep dive. This time we're exploring the world of meditation.
Oh, perfect timing. I was just thinking about how much I needed this today.
Well, then this is perfect because today we're going to be looking at it through the teachings of Swami Vivekananda.
Vivekananda.
Yeah, a key figure in bringing Vedanta and yoga philosophy to the West.
Oh, right.
We've got excerpts from his teachings, like ready to go, and we're going to try to pull out the practical insights and see what we can learn about meditation.
You know, what always strikes me about Vivekananda is how he doesn't just talk about the ideas.
Yeah,
He actually gives you, like, tools and techniques, almost like a spiritual toolkit, you know?
a spiritual toolkit. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. And it seems like one of the first tools in this kit is understanding, like, what meditation is really all about.
Definitely.
The source material we have keeps talking about freedom,
Freedom, yeah.
but not like the do whatever you want kind of freedom.
Right, right.
It's about getting free from all the distractions, the things that pull us in different directions.
It's about, like, taking back your attention. We're so bombarded all the time, right?
Oh, totally.
Every notification, every little thing pulling at us.
That's exhausting.
Exactly. So true freedom is being able to choose what we focus on.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. So it's not just about, like, shutting everything out.
No,
It's about having control over what we let in.
absolutely. And Vivekananda says that this leads to a kind of joy that goes way deeper than just like the stuff we get from rituals or ceremonies.
Super joy.
Yeah. It's about experiencing truth directly, not just, blindly believing or just thinking about it intellectually.
You know, I think a lot of people, when they hear meditation, they think empty mind.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds like it's more about actively shaping what's going on in our minds.
That's a great point. It's not about erasing thoughts, but like changing how we relate to them.
Okay.
And, Vivekananda is pretty upfront about the fact that this is not like a quick fix. He actually compares it to building wealth. You got to put in the work consistently, but the payoff is like massive.
So it's like we're investing in ourselves.
Exactly.
Long-term investment, you put in the work, and you get this, like, inner wealth that nobody can take from you.
Exactly. Now, to start this journey of inner transformation, you got to understand what you're working with.
Okay, so what are we working with?
The mind. And Vivekananda, he has this great way of describing the untrained mind. He calls it a mad monkey.
Wait, a maddened monkey.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture that. Sounds chaotic.
Oh, it is. This monkey is like drunk on desire.
Oh, no.
It's stung by jealousy, possessed by pride, constantly swinging from one thought to the next.
Okay, that sounds kind of familiar, actually.
Right.
So how do we even begin to tame this wild monkey? Like, does Vivekananda give us any guidance on this?
He does. He uses this image of a mind lake. Imagine a lake, right?
Okay, I'm imagining it.
At the bottom of the lake is your true self.
Right.
But the surface is all rippled. You can't see the bottom.
Ah, okay, I get it. So the ripples, what are those?
Those are our thoughts, the constant mental chatter. He calls them vritis.
Britis.
And meditation is about calming those ripples, letting the lake become still and clear.
So we're not trying to drain the lake, right? Or like get rid of the ripples completely?
Nope. We're learning to see through them, to get to what's underneath.
Okay, I like that. So we calm the lake. And that calmness, that stillness, that's where we can see our true nature.
Exactly. He calls that state sattva, a state of clarity, serenity.
Okay, starting to get a clearer picture here, pun intended. We know where we want to go, but how do we get there?
Well, he's got some pretty practical advice for us, which is great. It's like he knew we'd be asking these questions.
Perfect. So let's start with the basics. What about the environment for meditation? What does he say about that?
He suggests finding a dedicated space, keep it clean, maybe decorate it with things that inspire you.
Like create a peaceful vibe? Makes sense. You wouldn't cook a nice meal in a messy kitchen, so treat your inner work the same way.
Exactly. And he also suggests specific times, early morning and evening.
Any reason for those times?
He says there's a natural calmness during those transitions between day and night.
Mm-hmm.
Like the world is resetting, so it's a good time for us to reset too.
Okay, so we got our space, we got our time. What's next?
Well, he suggests some pre-meditation practices. You could start with a prayer, asking for knowledge and light.
Oh, okay.
And then take a moment to just visualize your body strong and healthy.
So setting an intention before you dive in.
Precisely.
Now, what about the actual techniques? Like, how do we meditate?
He gives a few examples, like focusing on a lotus at the crown of your head,
Okay.
or picturing a flame in your heart.
Lots of visualization.
Yeah, these are just a couple examples. The key is finding what works for you.
To focus your attention inward.
Exactly.
And he seems pretty big on consistency.
Oh, yeah. No dabbling, he says.
He doesn't mess around.
No, he wants us to plunge in and work without thinking of the result. Just make it a priority. Trust the process.
A challenge, but a good one.
V.
Speaking of inspiring things, I know Vivekananda used stories a lot to explain his teachings.
Oh, absolutely.
Any stand out for you?
Oh, there's a great one about a robber named Valmiki.
A robber.
Yeah. And through deep meditation, he goes through this incredible transformation. He was so focused that he didn't even notice an anthill forming around him.
Wow. Okay, that's impressive focus.
Right.
It's a powerful image of what meditation can do.
Absolutely. And there's another one about Buddha. He's sitting in a fire, but because of his inner purity, he's totally unharmed.
Oh, wow.
It shows that real strength comes from within.
I love these stories.
Me too.
Yeah.
And it's great how he also talks about his own experiences. Like that time he had a profound samadhi experience.
Samadhi.
Yeah, he described it as merging with the universe. The external world just kind of dissolved.
Whoa. Sounds intense.
It was. And he's clear that this wasn't just a hallucination. It was this transcendental state of consciousness.
A glimpse into another reality.
Exactly.
All right, so we're back for more of this deep dive into meditation with Swami Vivekananda.
Part 2.
We've explored, what meditation is all about. We got some practical starting points, and we've heard some, oh man, seriously captivating stories.
Yeah, those stories.
What else could we uncover from his teachings?
Well, this next part gets into how we can actually use these ideas in everyday life.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Practical stuff.
Exactly.
Got it.
And one of the big things here is detachment.
Detachment. Okay. See, when I hear that word, I think giving up everything to live in a cave. Is that what he's talking about?
Not exactly, no.
Okay.
It's more about detaching our minds from all those desires and things we push away. He says a trained mind can attach and detach whenever it wants. It's like a perfect instrument.
So it's about having control. Not being controlled by every little thing that pops up in our heads.
Exactly. You choose what you engage with.
So we can ride the waves of life without getting totally swept away.
That's it. And that's helpful for anyone, not just people on a spiritual path.
For sure, for sure. Now, something else he talks about, he warns against chasing after supernatural powers.
Interesting.
Why do you think he saw that as a problem?
I think it's easy to get sidetracked, right? And you start thinking about, oh, I want these special abilities.
It's like a detour.
Totally.
Yeah.
But the real deal is that inner transformation, not showing off or controlling things.
Like a side quest that takes you off the main path.
Exactly. So instead of powers, he talks about ojas.
Pojas.
Yeah, it's like a spiritual energy.
Yeah.
And you cultivate it through self-control.
Okay.
And what's really cool is that he says this ojas can make your mind stronger.
Wait, hold on. So being disciplined, having self-control, that can boost our brain power.
That's what he's saying.
That's wild.
Yeah. It all comes back to meditation as a science. You're training your mind.
Right, right.
And this is where his humor comes in.
Oh, yeah, he was known for that.
He says, see life as a vast play. We all have our roles, don't take it too seriously.
I love that. It takes the pressure off.
Right.
We're all in this cosmic play together.
Exactly. Don't forget to have fun.
Okay, so we've got detachment, self-control, maybe some brain power boost, and a playful attitude.
Right.
What else is in this toolkit?
Well, now the source material gets into some serious Vedanta philosophy. We got to talk about Maya.
Maya.
Yeah, have you heard of it?
I feel like I have, but I can't explain it.
Think of it like a cosmic illusion, like a veil covering our true nature. Like a magic show.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You're amazed by the tricks, but it's not real magic.
Right, right.
It's like that. We get caught up in the world, but it's not the ultimate reality.
So it's like we're under a spell and meditation is about breaking free.
Exactly. Seeing through the illusion.
To our true nature.
Which is pure consciousness, bliss, freedom.
Wow. Okay, so how do we break the spell?
Well, he talks about the witness.
The witness?
Yeah, it's that part of us that can just observe.
Observe what?
Thoughts, feelings, without judging them.
Like an inner observer just watching the show.
Exactly.
So if you can find that place, you can be peaceful even when things are crazy around you.
Exactly. You're not your thoughts and emotions, you're just watching them.
I like that. To illustrate this, he tells a story about a queen.
Oh, yeah.
She taught her kids this concept, tat tam asi.
Beautiful, right.
That thou art.
Yeah, and she did it through a lullaby.
A lullaby. That's amazing.
It just shows these truths can be shared in simple ways.
What I'm getting from all this is our true self is already there.
It is.
It's just hidden.
And to explain that, he uses this metaphor of two birds on a tree.
Okay, two birds.
I'm listening.
One bird is super chill, just representing our true self.
Okay.
The other bird is restless, jumping all over.
Our crazy mind. Exactly. And eventually that bird realizes, hey, I was always that calm bird all along.
Oh, wow, I see what he's doing there.
We are already divine.
That separation is just an illusion.
Exactly.
Man, this is deep.
It is.
So much suffering comes from feeling separate.
Yeah.
But meditation helps us see that we're all connected.
A powerful message.
This has been an incredible exploration of Vivekananda's teachings.
It really has.
So much to think about. Okay, we're back. One last time for our deep dive into meditation with Swami Vivekananda.
Part 3. Already.
It's flown by, hasn't it? We've talked about techniques, philosophies, and all those stories he tells.
He was a master storyteller.
He really was. But I think what sticks with me the most is that emphasis on finding freedom.
Freedom from the chaos of the world. And the chaos of our own minds.
Exactly. I mean, remember that maddened monkey?
Oh, how could I forget?
Such a vivid picture of what our minds can be like when they're untrained.
But then he shows us we can actually calm that monkey down. Find some inner peace.
And he gives us the tools to do it, step-by-step stuff. Like setting up your space, finding the right time.
Experimenting with different techniques until you find what clicks.
It's not just theory with him.
Yeah.
He's all about putting it into practice.
Which is what we need, right?
Absolutely. But it's not just about the mechanics of meditation.
No.
We also got into that deeper philosophy, the Vedanta perspective.
Maya, that idea of the illusion we live in, that one really makes you think.
Yeah, for sure. And then that inner observer, the witness. Such a powerful concept for navigating life's ups and downs.
And you can't forget the stories.
Oh, the stories. They bring everything to life, you know?
He was so good at blending that ancient wisdom with his own personal experiences.
So if we had to boil all this down, what are the biggest takeaways for our listeners? What do we want them to remember?
Well, I think one of the most important things is that consistency piece.
Practice, practice, practice.
Yeah, he's like a broken record with that. But he's right. You got to keep at it even when it's tough.
He compares it to building wealth.
Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race, right?
Exactly. Because meditation's not about getting to a specific destination.
It's about the journey itself.
Changing how you relate to everything.
He also talks about setting intentions, getting in the right mindset before you even start.
You're aligning your actions with your goals, basically.
And that makes it way more powerful than just, trying to relax for a few minutes.
Oh, absolutely. This is about transformation. And in the middle of all this seriousness, he always reminds us not to lose our sense of humor.
That playful attitude.
Life is a vast play, he says.
Don't take it all so serious.
Exactly. Have some fun with it.
So we've explored the what, the why, the how of meditation with Swami Vivekananda.
We did it.
But as we wrap up, I'd love to leave our listeners with something to think about. A final question to ponder.
Okay, how about this? If the world is a reflection of our inner state,
Yeah.
how can cultivating inner peace through meditation change how we see the world, how we interact with others, maybe even change the world itself?
That's a powerful question. And for anyone who wants to go deeper with Vivekananda's teachings, we've got a list of suggested readings in the source material, plus info on Vedanta centers where you can learn more.
So many ways to keep exploring this path.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
Until next time, keep seeking, keep exploring, and keep diving deep.
That's a wrap for today's episode of Better Every Day. We hope you found some actionable insights to help you on your self-improvement journey. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on future deep dives. And if you're on YouTube, hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, small steps every day lead to big changes. See you next time.